Yo, what is up? Will here, and today, you guessed it, if you've seen the title, you already know what's gonna come. I will be doing a little bit of a rant on Yolo. Now, there's this YouTuber by the name of Kingsley, and he did a video about 6 months ago to his hundreds of thousands of subs on Yolo, called Overexposed Yolo. And he does rants all the time on different stuff. And I was thinking, okay, the song that popularized Yolo has already been released. And now, I'm thinking after this Overexposed video goes out, the phrase will have died down. But here I am, 6 months later, I've friggin' done a presentation in my English class on Yolo about 2 months ago. And here I am, almost half a year later, and the phrase is still freaking popular. I mean, it's legit. But let me put this aside real quick. I want to thank all 150 of my subs for subscribing. If you're new to this channel, it'd be great if you could sub real quick. And I also do all my videos in one take. As you can see here, no cuts, no nothing. Tell me of another YouTuber who does anything like that. I don't think so. But let's put that all aside. I know for those subs, you're probably wondering why I'm wearing the same clothes and it's the same lighting as my last video. Well, I'm doing this one right after the next one. Talk about pro. Okay, anyhow, let's get back to Yolo real quick. So, I've done my English presentation on Yolo, and here I am 2 months after that presentation, and I'll be surfing the web. The comments will be Yolo. I'll be, walking around, who knows where, the mall, the library, and someone will be muttering YOLO. And most of the time it's freaking kids, but it gets so freaking annoying. In fact, I was playing this game, League of Legends, and, almost every other game I played, the enemy team will have freaking users who are just screaming, YOLO, YOLO, swag, swag. And it's so freaking annoying. So, before I get into anything else, for those of you who have no idea what's going on, YOLO is a term popularized by this rap song called The Motto by pretty much Lil Wayne and Drake. And it's an acronym that stands for You Only Live Once, which is a good message because it means you have to pretty much seize the moment and live your life fully. Now, I don't blame the rap song or the rappers for bringing this upon us. It's not their fault. Okay? The message behind YOLO is good. In fact, this message has been brought forth for the last 1,000 years in many different ways, shapes, and forms. There's actually like some Greek or Latin phrase called seize the day that pretty much was used for hundreds of years, and yeah, it has pretty much the same message. So the rap song in itself, if you actually look at the lyrics, it's not the fault of the rappers or the rap song. It's the media who has warped this phrase and turned it into something it isn't. Because 6 months later, I'm still hearing the phrase on YouTube videos and vlogs from people and all this other stuff, and most of the time it's from little kids who aren't using the phrase properly. They'll be like, yo, yeah, I just bought some groceries from the store, YOLO. Or they'll be sitting in a game of League of Legends and they will have won the game and they'll be like, yeah, YOLO. Or, they'll be doing something very mundane and then just using the phrase to sound cooler and stuff. Now, I'm not a hater, okay? I know there's probably going to be haters who watch this video and dislike it, but hopefully you don't. Hopefully you like it. That'd be great. And it'd be great if you sub. It'd be great if you hit the subscribe button. But for me, YOLO, it's not supposed to mean that. The phrase in itself is supposed to mean something where you really, really take in and enjoy life and do something that won't waste your time. Like, if you really were to die tomorrow and you were notified and you pretty much only had a few hours to live, would you be using YOLO and then going to a grocery and buying like cabbages and walking back saying, yeah, YOLO, YOLO, YOLO? I mean, sure, some of you trolls in the comments might be like, yeah, dude, I'd actually do that. Thumbs me up. And the thing is, sure, that might get a laugh, but honestly, if you do that, you're probably going to be downright depressed when you die. Think about that. Because no one wants to live their life knowing that their last moments were pure crap. So the point of the message is, if you're sitting there using YOLO to freaking do something so mundane and pointless like buying ice cream or playing a game or winning a game, you're not really using the phrase right. Because YOLO, are you really living your life to the fullest by sitting there playing video games? Are you really living your life to the fullest by, you know, dancing it up in front of someone and then screaming YOLO to sound cooler? I mean, it doesn't freaking make sense. Most people who use it are using it to sound cool, to be cooler, to act cooler, for people to like them. And honestly, just don't use it, dude. If you're gonna use it, do something amazing. Do something right. Go skydiving. Go somewhere. Meet someone. Ask a girl out for the first time to prom or something. Do something ridiculous that you'd be proud of if tomorrow was really the day you were gonna die. And you honestly have to think about it, because I know people who were my age and younger who were pretty much fine. They lived an American life just like you, and then all of a sudden they got brain cancer. And then there are people who get car crashes. There are people younger than me who think their lives were pretty darn good and there's no chances of anything happening, and then boom, they're just gone. I mean, I don't have to elaborate on that, but the point of the message is, if you're a little kid and you're using YOLO and doing something stupid and then, you know, bragging about the phrase, haha, YOLO, I just killed you, yeah, I just killed you in Call of Duty, YOLO, YOLO swag, or going on to Twitter and spending your entire day typing on a computer, trying to act like you don't care who sees your Facebook status, but then really deep down inside you care, and saying, yeah, I don't care, YOLO, like this status. Well, that's great for you, but honestly, you aren't making the best out of life. So, one of my goals is to get popular on YouTube, make part of a living off of YouTube, and being successful in other ways, maybe creating a website, creating some sort of program or something that will help revolutionize society. Now, that's probably a really, really big, impossible goal, but it's a goal, and it's a pretty cool one. And so, if you're with it, you should try and do what I do, and maybe YOLO it up. But if you're not, you can sit at home, play Minecraft, shout YOLO to yourself, and that'll be pretty cool too. I mean, it is your life. One last thing, right now I'm not like perfect or anything, I'm far from it. I'm pretty much like you viewers right now. I'm not successful with girls at all. I haven't had a girlfriend yet. So, one of my goals for 2013, I don't do New Year's resolutions because I feel like you should always have some sort of goal, some sort of resolution, not just at the start of the year. But one of my goals right now is just to freaking realize, hey, I'm going to try and meet some girls. I don't need a girlfriend to make me happy, but for once, I'm not going to be a coward. And that's my YOLO. So, see you later. Peace out. Subscribe if you liked it.